He'll play this with plenty of power.
One.
He's an expert long potter, and he's taking this on. Well, that's right out of the top drawer.
6.
Playing this with a lot of power.
He's gone in off. That'll be frustrating.
Foul. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 6. Rhys Clark, 4.
Well, he's taking it on. He's missed it.
One.
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner. Nicely done.
He really looks in fine form at the moment.
8. Nine.
This will be a real test of his cueing. Anything looks possible when he's cueing this well.
$14.
He doesn't want to play this with too much pace.
No problems with the rest there. Well played.
Foul and a miss. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 14. Rhys Clark, 4. One.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner? One or two mistakes starting to creep into his game. He needs to regain his focus here.
Rhys Clark, 1. 1.
Playing this with plenty of power.
Great pot.
Position looks pretty good to me.
6. Seven. $13.
Playing for the middle pocket. Beautiful.
Quality cueing there. Really good.
14.
So, this pot into the right corner. Excellent pot.
He seems full of confidence at the moment.
20.
I think he's playing this with a lot of power.
$21.
Well, I'm not surprised he's taking on the long pot here. That's one of his trademark long pots. Brilliant.
26.
Nice position on the black.
27.
He's left that a little bit more tricky than he would have liked.
34. $35.
This is the key shot. If this goes in, you fancy him for the frame. In it goes.
And that shuts the door on his opponent in this frame.
42. $43. $50.
Decent position to take on a colour here.
$58.
That's what he was attempting.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 58. Frame conceded. Frame, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Well played to take that frame.
So, a one-frame advantage. He'll be looking to build more pressure on his opponent in this frame.
He'll be wanting to press home the advantage now. This next frame should be interesting.
He'll be disappointed with that. This is a chance.
Touching ball. One.
Lots of power on this shot.
Six.
Pace is key.
That's an excellent pot.
Wonderful shot.
7.
Good split. That's really opened the table up here.
13. $14.
It's half a chance, but a chance nonetheless. Brilliant. Simply brilliant.
He couldn't have played that any better.
16.
He's looking to pop this into the left corner pocket.
17.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 17.
Not really the result he was after.
Position looks good for a colour.
1.
That's a top shot.
Wonderful pot. Outstanding effort.
7. 8.
'Nicely played.
13. 14.
Pace is critical here.
20.
Looking to play this with a lot of power.
$21.
He's lining this up into the right middle pocket. Well, an excellent pot.
What a wonderful pot.
27. 28.
'A bit casual there. He'll be annoyed with that.
35. 'Ronnie O'Sullivan, 35.
Bad miss. He's lining this one up to the middle pocket. What a top shot that is.
Great cueing there.
1.
This requires a really good strike.
What a pot that is. Goodness me, that's a real cracker.
8.
So, just the red required here.
And in it goes.
That should be it. No real way for his opponent to win the frame now.
No issues there.
He's right on top of his game at the moment.
15.
Playing this with a lot of power.
That's a top shot. Well played.
$16.
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner.
$22. 23.
Tricky pot, no doubt. Well, that's a foul, but it won't matter.
Foul. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 23. Rhys Clark, 6. Frame conceded. Frame, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
And that is the frame.
Thank you. The third frame. Rhys Clark to break.
He'll play this with plenty of power.
That's a good opening red.
1. Eight.
Playing this with plenty of power.
Oh, so close. He needed some luck there, and he didn't get it.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 8. One.
Well played.
8.
I'm not sure what's going on, but he's not on top of his game right now.
Rhys Clark, 8.
He's going for the right centre pocket here.
1.
Not an easy one, but a half chance. Excellent pot. Superb.
That's great cue ball control. Excellent position.
Nine.
He's going for the left corner pocket. What a top pot that was.
That's a wonderful, wonderful pot.
15.
That's a really good split, and this is a real opportunity.
16.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the right corner pocket. Tremendous pot.
Really impressive cueing.
22.
He's just looking to drop this in gently.
That could have finished a little better.
23. 28. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 28.
This is a real opportunity to get back into this frame.
1. Touching ball. Rhys Clark, 1.
Lots of power on this shot.
Oh, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
He'll be happy with that. Top shot.
1.
He's aiming for the left corner here. Down it goes.
He's cueing extremely well here.
6.
That should have gone down.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 6.
Position looks good for a colour.
1. Seven. Rhys Clark, 7. Touching ball.
Impressive shot with the rest.
1.
Half a chance here. Unbelievable pot.
Just look at that for a positional shot. Superb.
7.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
Well played. That was made more difficult due to the rest being used.
8.
He's taking the black on. Close, but not quite.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 8. One. Rhys Clark, 1.
Challenging pot along the cushion here. Tremendous shot.
Great positional shot. He'll be happy with that.
1.
Looking to play this with a lot of power.
Eight.
He just needs the red.
That's really close, but not quite close enough.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 8.
He's playing this into the right centre pocket. He'll want this to drop into the centre pocket.
1. Rhys Clark, 1.
That's the result he was after. He's trying to be as risk-averse as possible here.
Foul. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4.
Well, the ball's in his court, so to speak. Let's see what he decides to do here. Tricky shot here.
That's a top quality shot with the rest. Not easy at all.
1.
I think he's playing this with a lot of power.
That hasn't really worked out at all.
Six. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 6. Frame conceded. Frame, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
That is the frame.
Thank you, the 4th frame. Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
He'll be irritated with himself there. He's handed his opponent a real opportunity.
Well, not perfect position.
1. 8. 9. 16.
'Gently does it.
17.
'Looking to play this with a lot of power. That's a good split. He's got a real chance here.
24.
'He's looking to drop this into the middle pocket.
25.
'Playing this with plenty of power.
32.
'Well, he's taking the red on. Fabulous effort. That's a great pot.
What about that for a positional shot? Perfect.
No problem there.
Simply wonderful.
40.
'This really is tricky.
Well, that's just outstanding. Superb pot.
Superb cue ball control there. Ideal position.
41.
Aiming for the centre pocket here.
Played it well.
46.
'Nicely onto the colour.
47.
'Nicely played onto a red.
54. 55.
'A long pot's on, and he's going for it.
Oh, wonderful shot.
60.
He's playing for the right corner here. That's a beauty.
Excellent cueing.
61.
'Half a chance here.
66.
He's taking it on. Brilliant, brilliant pot.
He'll be very happy with the position here.
67.
Justice black required. Nicely done.
And that effectively shuts out his opponent in this frame.
74.
Great shot.
75.
This looks relatively easy.
82. 83. 90. 91.
'Lots of power on this shot.
What a beautiful pot that is.
'94.
He's aiming for the left corner here. And in it goes.
95.
'What a century. Well played.
100. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 100. Frame conceded. Frame, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
And now the frame is his.
Thank you. The fifth frame, Rhys Clark to break.
Playing this with a lot of power. That's not the best split.
1.
This will test his technique.
That was the risk.
Foul. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 1. Rhys Clark, 5.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner?
I think he's playing this with a lot of power.
One.
This needs good striking here.
Stroked it in. Great shot.
6. 7.
'Good cueing required here.
Stroked in beautifully.
12. 13.
He'll play this with plenty of power.
15.
That's loose. He wanted more control there.
16.
Playing this with a lot of power.
What a pot that is! Goodness me, that's a real cracker.
And the cue ball has finished very nicely.
18.
He's looking at the pot into the left middle.
$19.
No real problem here. He's played that very well.
26.
Nicely onto the black.
27. $34.
This is really tricky.
$35.
Very tricky shot coming up.
Fabulous pot.
Well, he couldn't have played that any better. Superb positional shot.
41. $42.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the right corner pocket. That's a great pot.
Oh, wonderful shot.
48. $49.
He just wants to slot this into the middle pocket.
Well, that's not ideal. He's not finished in a great position, that's for sure.
55. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 55.
I think he's playing this with a lot of power.
Oh, that's a top shot. Outstanding potting.
Position looks very good here. He's played that very well.
1.
Just wants to sink this into the left corner pocket. Tremendous shot.
Great cueing.
8.
Just the red needed here.
Down it goes.
That effectively removes any chance of a comeback in this match.
9.
He's attempting to sink this into the left corner pocket. Excellent shot.
16.
This isn't easy.
That's just magnificent.
17.
He'll play this with plenty of power.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 17. Frame conceded, frame and match, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
And he's through.